It's an event where the very best shooters from around the world compete head-to-head in a game where the targets not only get tougher after each round, but strategy as well as great shooting comes into play.
Chevy Trucks, Shooting Sports America.
We're here at the Sage Hill Gun Club in Reno, Nevada for another in a series of Pro Challenge 97 events. It's a brand new shooting competition that pushes shooters to the very limits of their skills in a highly visual and competitive shooting format. Hi, I'm Grits Gresham, shooting editor for Sports Appeal magazine. And on behalf of the National Shooting Sports Foundation, it's my pleasure to welcome you to Chevy Trucks Shooting Sports America. And joining me to cover the action is Tom Gresham, Arms and Ammo editor of Sports Appeal. Tom, what do you think of this course setup today?
Well, Grits, as you know, the Pro Challenge format is an entirely new twist on clay target shooting. In this game, a series of numbered traps is set out in a field in front and to the sides of the shooters, and each target is progressively more difficult. For instance, the number 1 target is a relatively easy straightaway bird, but it can be thrown from either of 2 traps. However, it must be broken before the number 2 target can be thrown. Number 3 is a right-to-left crosser. It's out at 25 to 30 yards. Then we get to the hard one. Number 4 is even tougher. It's a left or right crosser way out at 30 yards, moving fast, and if it leaves the area, hits don't count. Number 5 is a very tough rabbit target. 40 yards out, moving quickly, they have to break it before it gets behind the mound. The number 6 target is extremely tough. A teal going straight up in the air. The wind will catch that one. If they break it at all, it's going to be at 60 to 70 yards out. And the number 7 target, the hardest one on the course, starts at 45, goes all the way out to 70 yards. Going to need a lead about the length of a car to break that one. After shooting through the numbered stations in order, the competitors enter a 4-frame bonus round where they'll get to choose which target they shoot. Here's where the strategy comes in. And in these gusting desert winds, the lead can change from shot to shot.
This should really be some interesting competition.
First up, we're going to have Rory Stax and John Kruger.
John, of course, is extremely well known throughout the country. He's won a lot of tournaments. Stax is not as well known, but boy, he has been doing some shooting here.
John has not missed a target in the second game. Of course, he won the first one. He's playing best 2 out of 3 here, so if John wins this one, he wins this match and he advances to the final.
Oh, he lost that teal.
One of the more interesting things is shooters are moving to more open chokes because the air is thin. Most are using light modified or even improved cylinder. Oh, Roy got that number 7 target. Really a good shot there. And John missed the 7 target.
Hey, that makes it a closer race.
26 to 16. There's a 10-point spread. John Kruger has a 10-point lead.
John's picking on that rabbit target. And he never misses that.
He has to go for the 7. It's hard. And he really has to have John Kruger miss for him to do anything. I think we're just about at the point where this match is going to be closed out. Rory Stax has been shooting well to get to this point. Just couldn't do it at the end. That's the end of it right there. That's a good match. Rory Stax just couldn't seem to do it, and I'll tell you, John Kruger is such a good shooter. It's difficult for anybody to get up here and beat him.
Earlier, we had a chance to talk with the man who invented this innovative new shooting game, Raymond Foreman.
I was trying to design a game that could be highly visual on television and as a spectator sport. And I incorporated some elements that make other sports successful and highly visual. Colors, numbers, short plays, tactics, and a playing field. And because sporting clays has some easy targets and some difficult targets, I came up with the idea to award higher point values to more difficult targets. In regular shooting competition, one target never really establishes a huge lead, whereas in this game, a higher point value gives you perhaps 7 points more than just one target would normally do in sporting clays. And one of the exciting elements is the pressure of a head-to-head competition, especially in the bonus round.
Score is 22 to 23. Scott Robertson leads by 1. Scott's going to go for that number 5 target, the rabbit. High point value, but it's one that he likes. He just tied it up.
Yeah, sometimes they try to go for those difficult ones too fast when they're behind.
Scott breaks that 5, gets 6 points. Zach's going for the 6, going to try to take the lead right here. A lot of times the strategy is better to wait to the end. Hey, lead has changed. Zach is up by 1. He's calling for the number 6 target. He's hoping to put pressure on Scott Robertson with this one. And he breaks it. All right, here goes Scott. He's going for the tie. Call for the number 6. He misses it.
Oh, the pressure's on Scott now.
Zach's going to go for a low point bird here. Nope, he's calling for the 6. He breaks it. He closes him out. 4 in a row. He's going to take the lead here. You decided to go for the tie there for a while, huh?
Yeah, in the early rounds of bonus, I think it's best to tie instead of try to take an early lead in case you miss.
What now?
Just shoot them up again.
Chevy Trucks, Shooting Sports America, is brought to you by Marlin, Ruger, and Winchester.
We're into game 2 here. The difference in the score is that 2-point target that Scott Robertson missed.
So Zach going for that 6 target again, and he hasn't missed it yet.
Zach won the first game. If he wins this one, he moves into the final.
Scott's just hanging in there, 2 points behind.
Something's going to have to give here. What's going to have to happen? Either Zach's going to miss, and he does. He missed that number 6 target. Now the door has swung wide open for Scott Robertson.
That's the first number 6 that Zach has missed.
He called for his friendly number 5 rabbit target. Scott breaks that one. The lead changes. There are only 2 frames to go here. 44 to 41. 3-point spread. Scott's calling for his rabbit that he likes so much. He breaks the number 5 target.
He's going for that 6 target again, and he hasn't missed it yet.
Breaks it. Closes the gap to 2. He calls for the 5, which will allow Zach to tie him if he breaks the 7.
He's forcing him to go for 7.
It's as simple as this. He has to break this one. And he does. He ties it up.
Great shooting. Here we go into overtime. In this sudden death, they each shoot at target number 7.
Scott gets his. Let's see if Zach can do it again on number 7.
And he misses it.
1 game apiece.
Both of us know what we're capable of doing, and we're shooting within our confidence levels. It's just a matter of waiting for the next guy to miss and then making your move.
What now?
Now I just try and win the 3rd game and go to the finals.
All right, we're going to move into game 3 here between Zach Kinbaum and Scott Robertson. We're all tied.
This number 6 is Zach's favorite.
Yeah, but that wind is really pushing that target away now. No problem. Right smack dab in the middle. Number 7 target, the tough one. And Scott misses the first target he's missed in this game.
That opens the door.
Question is, will Zach step through it? And he does by breaking that number 7 target.
Just got to tip off the back end of that target, but that counts.
He just bought himself a 7-point lead going into the bonus round. Well, I'll tell you, if Zach just keeps calling for that 6 and breaks it every time, Scott's not going to have a chance. Interesting. Scott's going for the number 6 target.
He's counting on Zach having to miss.
Yep.
In order for him to get back in this game.
That's his only strategy. Scott is counting on a miss by Zach, and Zach's not going to help him out if he can help him.
He's so solid on that number 6.
There's really no point in Scott calling for the number 7 target because 1 point per frame is not going to get him there.
And if he misses and Scott gets it, it's only a tie.
Still a 7-point difference.
And this is the last frame.
Zach calls for the number 2 target. 3 points here will do the job. That's the match.
That's
what
it.
an incredible shooting match. Zach Kinbaum wins this, beating Scott Robertson. What a terrific shooting match. The score is tied. We're going into the final game. John Kruger, the veteran who's won everything that you can win with a shotgun, versus 19-year-old Zach Kinbaum, who is the captain of the Junior U.S. Sporting Clays team.
And it's these two out of the field of 32 of the finest shotgun shooters around, down to this last match.
Final game. You have to break every target one at a time.
No, you can't be lackadaisical at all. You've got to be aggressive on these targets in the wind.
This desert wind has popped up. It's bouncing targets around. It's pushing some of them down. They're sinking out from underneath the pattern. No misses so far.
Oh, and John smoked both of those, and that number 4 target, it was just streaking.
I saw a little something I didn't like in Zach's setup that time. He opened that action, closed it, opened it again. Showed me maybe just a little sign of nervousness.
Just got the top of that first target there.
Here comes that high heel, the number 6 target. John is an extremely fast shooter. Up. Zach missed the number 6 target.
That's a target he almost never misses.
But John Kruger missed the number 7 target.
Oh,
Now, if Zach can jump on this one and break the 7, he can come right back and take a lead.
Here we go. And he did.
What an incredible swing. It's from a 6
Tied.
points down to 1 point up. We have a 1-point lead by Zach as we go into the bonus round.
Couldn't be any better than this.
Zach's call for his favorite, the number 6, and he breaks it. Zach missed the 6, and then John missed the 7, so you never know what's going to happen here.
6 again, please.
They're sticking with their 6s.
They're staying together. Zach's holding on to that 1 shot lead. John's calling for the 6. Just staying in there with him right now.
He won't go for the 7 this time, I think, until the last frame.
I think you're right. He's not going to go for the 7 until he has to. Zach calls for the 6. Yep, John's going for the 6. He's going to stay 1 point back until they get to the final frame. And here we are, final frame.
If he breaks the 7, he can win it right there. But he won't do it.
I don't think he's going to go for the 7. The 6 target has been very kind to Zach so far. And he breaks it. Here we go. John's got to go for 7. He's called for the 7. This is it. Comes down to this. And he misses it. John Kruger misses it. Zach Kinbaum wins it at
What a match. What a match.
Incredible performance.
Great. So it was a great day for you, as 19-year-old Zach Kinbaum closed out champion shooter John Kruger. A terrific match that went down to the final frames. Congratulations, Zach.
Coming up, the U.S. Open Archery Championship.
Chevy Trucks. Shooting Sports America.
We're here at Heritage Park in Canton, Michigan for the first ever U.S. Open Archery Championship. 530 of the world's very best archers, including 130 foreign entrants from 17 countries, are competing here to take top honors in this 1997 U.S. Open event. And joining me to cover the action is Tim Strickland, an elite-level coach who himself has won many national archery championships.
Really happy to be here with you, Grits.
Tim, this is sure an elite field. Who are some of the people we should be watching?
We have Justin Huish, who captured the gold medal in Atlanta. Butch Johnson's a two-time national champion. Then you have Rod White. He was second to Justin at the National just a couple of years ago. These people are really going to be hooking it up here. So you got Martinez Grove from Norway. You have Fran Gilly, which had a really exciting match with Justin at the Olympics. It came down to an arrow-to-arrow shoot-off. On the women's side, we have Janet Dykman, who is an Olympian. She shot very well in Atlanta. We have some top international people also. We have Alison Williamson from Great Britain. She's a two-time Olympian. You have Nowicka from Poland. She shoots very well, was an Olympian. Lynn Hess from Norway is an up-and-coming young lady.
The 1997 Women's U.S. Open Archery Championships brought an international flavor to the medal round. Katona Lorig of the USA finished fourth to bronze medalist Nowicka of Poland. The gold and silver medals were a contest between Erica Reyes of Mexico and Melissa Jennison of Australia. Reyes shot consistent nines, while Jennison struggled with a moderate wind. Reyes maintained her edge through the final end and captured the gold and the hearts of her proud countrymen. Coming up next, the 1997 Men's U.S. Open Archery Championships.
Chevy Trucks, Shooting Sports America, is brought to you by Chevy Trucks, Budweiser, and Federal.
A U.S. Open. In any sport, it is typically the most challenging event on the tour, and that certainly holds true in archery. Here, 64 of the very best archers from the United States and from around the world had qualified for this final round in the Olympic bow division. The format for this event is essentially identical to Olympic archery competition. Top qualifiers move on to a head-to-head championship round where each shooter fires 12 arrows at a target 70 meters downrange with a 10 ring that's only 4.5 inches in diameter. Tim, we're down to the final end in this match, and Justin has a 2-point lead.
This is getting very interesting.
Justin shooting first there.
And he shoots a dead center X. Jerry shoots a 9 there, so he gives him another point.
3 points down with 2 arrows to go. It'd be tough for him to make
that is pretty rough, especially now. Now the wind's calmed down. Justin's shooting pretty tough. And he shoots a 9 there, so
opens the door a bit.
He's opened the door a bit. Imagine Jerry's really feeling the pressure about right now.
Yeah, he's really working on this.
Oh, and Jerry, he fell back there. See, he shot an 8. Justin shoots another 9. Then he ends with a 10.
He came back strong there.
You bet.
That's great. We have an opportunity here for a gold and a bronze.
And a bronze. This will be real exciting.
As the field whittled down throughout the afternoon, it was Justin Huish and Martinez Grove of Norway who shot their way into the finals. And with only 9 arrows to go, Huish had only a razor-thin 1-point lead over Grove. Tim, we got Justin Huish second in the world, Martinez Grove number 6 in the world in this final. Couldn't be better.
Eyeball to eyeball. I mean, they're right here. Arrow for arrow. Martinez opened up with a 9 there. Also, the wind is starting to kick up a little bit, and Justin followed it up also with a 9. Martinez backed that 9 up with another one. Justin hammered home a 10.
Great. So 1 point up. This is
with a 2-arrow shot.
The pressure is on.
It sure is. You can hear the crowd starting to get into it. Martinez, another 9. You can see he's a little rough here in the beginning. And Justin comes back with a 9.
Okay, Justin is 1 point up in that end. And with only 6 arrows to go, Huish had only a slim 3-point lead over Grove. Tim, the weather's changing a little.
Yeah, well, you're getting in the evening here. They've had a long day, and now you're getting some shadows, so that the string alignment that they have is going to change up a little bit, so that makes a difference. And there, Grove come up and shot an 8, so the pressure is really getting to him here. And Justin is smacking him in the
He's
center.
hammering the door closed now.
He is nailing the coffin on right now. And Martinez shoots another 8. So he hasn't figured the wind out and the pressure. It's been a long day.
Yeah, see, Justin backed off then. I think that rightly so. Had that big yell of encouragement.
Right. People getting enthusiastic here. This is... And he shoots a 9. So he's staying, real consistent there.
All 9s and 10s.
All 9s and 10s. Martinez shoots a 9 again, so he gains no ground. And again, he's pretty well opening the door up here for Justin. Justin is shooting very, very strong.
Very consistent.
He is extremely. Boy, I'll tell you, this kid, in elimination rounds, he is one tough customer.
We dropped down to an 8 there.
There
that
he
last one, just as we say, he's shooting all 9s and 10s.
Okay, now we got 5 points that Justin has to play with here.
And that's pretty much an insurmountable lead with just this last end to go.
Well, Justin shoots an 8 there. You say that, but still, I mean, you got 10 points down there. All you got to do is put one in the dirt someplace, and that's 10 points.
You don't think those Canada geese coming over are going to distract him?
I don't know. It did me. Now we got the wind. It's starting. You can see the flags kick out some. Okay, Justin comes right back with a 10 after Martinez had gained a point there with a 9. Yeah, see, these guys are holding longer than they normally do, too. Martinez shoots a dead end.
Nailed that one.
Now he's probably starting to loosen up a little bit and just shoot his arrows. You can see Justin's holding a long time. And hammers a 10. You can hear the crowd.
That's a great win for Justin.
Justin really kind of sparked something totally different.
I felt a little bit on the iffy side, and I was hoping to come out here and do well, but I didn't exactly count on shooting a 117 in one of these matches. That's my highest pass ever. Pretty much blew me away, and then I just kept going along, and everything was working my way again. If you don't expect too much, a lot of things could happen because you don't put a lot of pressure on yourself. And that's why I just came out to do my best. It's just awesome.
America's future in competitive archery is bright, as shown by performances here today at this world-class event. Hope to see you next time on Chevy Trucks Shooting Sports America.